Jocelyn and
Kibwe. I gotta say my full name every time.
Our YouTube channel is called Kibwe and Jocelyn Trim.
Okay,
TRINI-CAJUN couple.
They saw the first video, so they know our full names. You gotta say our full name on every single video.
Yes, it's like a whole new show.
Kibwe, Camwe, Kari, Trim.
Hey, not the whole name. They might steal your identity.
Oh dang! Wait a second. Yeah, this age we living in, man. Oh, dang.
You're in America.
Should we hear this? You know what? Screw it. I'll take my chances. I might figure out they don't really want to beat me anyway. Because they're going to be married to her. That was a good one, man. Y'all know that was a good one.
He's so mean.
I'm just kidding, man. I'm
Big
just
head.
kidding. Anyway.
So all the handsome men that would love to be married to me, leave it in the comment box.
Dang. Wow, you asking for trouble, man. Hey, man, y'all better chill. We don't want no problems.
No problems.
You about to cause some problems.
you just said it like
anyway. Let's proceed with this in a civil fashion.
Because this was supposed to be happy. This was supposed to be about unity and our wedding day. Remember? We were supposed to be discussing our wedding day.
Oh, yeah. So, you know, in our last video, we talked about the fact that we did get married on Lifetime as part of a show called My Big Lifetime
Wedding. Get it right, baby.
My Great Big Lifetime Wedding with David Tutera. Yes. So now, okay, for those of you who haven't seen it, we're going to leave the link or whatever somewhere below.
Yeah, so you can check it out.
You guys got to check it out. But I mean, we're going to give y'all, a little bit of what went down and how it really happened.
A lot of people want to know, one, okay, how did you get your wedding on Lifetime? Two, what was the experience like? And three, how does it feel to now be married? So we're going to go through those questions. So first, how do we get on Lifetime? Actually, I found a casting that I actually get sent to me. I get castings sent to me because I've been in the industry for so many years now. And I went to Kibwe. I actually showed him the email. And he was like, ooh, submit. So anyway, we end up submitting. Casting directors absolutely loved us. They loved our story. And the greatest thing about our story is that it was a happy story. There were so many other weddings that was awarded to couples who had been through such traumatic experiences in their lives to where they almost lost their lives. But for us, we were about giving that hope back, helping our youth to, build their confidence so that they have more successful lives in adulthood. So our story was a lot different, a lot more exciting. But that's pretty much how it went. We were absolutely...
I didn't just say our story was a lot more exciting than everybody else. What kind of...
That was rude. I'm sorry.
Unbelievable.
It wasn't more exciting. It wasn't a lot of, you wouldn't cry as much. When I watched the other weddings, I literally was crying because the stories were so heartfelt and, they're going through, different issues. Like I said, that they could have lost their lives. It was really it was heavy on my spirit. It wasn't, you didn't feel like, oh my God, this was very traumatic, for us. So that's what I mean by that. The way I worded it was just absolutely wrong.
You got to use our words correctly. Man.
We do. That's true. That's true.
Anyway, yeah.
I'll probably delete that one out.
It's all good. We're not perfect. Yeah. Nobody's perfect. You made a mistake in your wording.
Speak for yourself. No, just
yeah. This is what I have to say.
I love you too.
Anyway, so yeah, they rewarded us with the wedding basically because of the work we were doing with our nonprofit foundation and things like that. And I mean, man, the wedding was it was magical.
It was truly my dream wedding.
I mean, there were so many great parts of that wedding. I'm sure you got a few favorite parts. Tell them, what was your favorite part of the wedding?
I would say, I mean, besides marrying you.
Well, yeah, that would be anybody's favorite. Anyway, yeah, your second favorite part.
My favorite part would be when I was with my mother and my grandmother, and they presented me with an amazing bouquet that had, pieces from both of them. So basically, when I walked down the aisle, I had three generations walking down the aisle with me. That moment was just so touching, so emotional for all of us. So that was absolutely my favorite part, and so many of my friends said they absolutely cried. What was your favorite part?
Man, a matter of fact, I don't even. Man, there was so many great parts, but I'm not gonna tell you a favorite part. I'm gonna just tell you about this part. Listen, there was so much going on in that wedding that it was overwhelming. At one point, I literally went into the restroom and I locked myself in the restroom.
I was so mad because I was like, where is he? It was like 10.
But you gotta understand though, the dope thing about that was I was literally in the restroom and some of the homies were coming into the restroom and they were like, yo, man, this wedding is so dope. Like, this shit is crazy. And I'm in there like, yeah, this is my wedding, baby. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I needed some time to decompress, but at the same time, I felt good to know that my friends were enjoying the wedding. They were having a great time. It was really an amazing wedding.
Well, I was outside taking pictures with everybody by myself.
I made it 5 minutes. Sometimes I need like 5 minutes. You need to go, compose yourself, get it together, and then you come back and finish up strong. Sometimes it's like that. Coach call a timeout. Get your second win. Get yourself together. Then you go finish the game. That's what I did. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that, right? So that was a part. There are a lot of memorable parts, but that feeling, I felt the feeling of being overwhelmed. I felt the feeling of having to just take it down a little bit and then step back into the moment, man. But it was great.
It went so fast, though.
It did go fast.
It's so many parts that I wish I could kind of rewind and take more time. But David Tatero, who is the celebrity wedding planner that planned our wedding, he told us quite a few times, make sure you're present. It's going to go fast. Make sure you're present. And it was really like, it went super fast. I didn't expect it to go that fast, but it was still very exciting, though.
Oh, man, it was
every
great.
bit of it. And another crazy part about it, I absolutely had no idea what this wedding was about to look like, and I absolutely had no idea what my gown was going to look like. Yeah. Okay, no woman is willing to do that, but I did. And it did freak me out. I'm not going to lie.
She was definitely freaking out.
Oh, I was freaking out. Because I was nervous. Even when I did my fitting, they wouldn't let me see the dress. But when I touched it with my hand, I felt like it wasn't going to be pretty. Like, I wasn't sure, but it was different. It was so different. I was nervous. But then when I saw myself, I was like, oh, it's very unique. It's very different. It's very me. So it worked. It ended up working for me, but I was spazzing out. I completely was, because I'm more of a, form-fitted mermaid type of girl that want to show off her sexy curves. Ain't that right, baby?
Yeah.
Good answer. Good answer. Yeah, but it was just all so many great parts. Another question that we had. What was the second question? Married? No. That was the third.
The last question was what it's like being married, or what's different since you've been married. I remember that one being the last question. Maybe we could just go to the last. What's it like? I mean, it's just like it was before we got married. I mean,
that's not any different. We moved in with each other before we got married. Life after lifetime is the same as life before lifetime.
Yeah. Hey, go figure.
He was a headache then. He's a headache now. No, just like.
You gotta go through
I love you. I love you. Come here, give me a kiss. I love you.
Okay, baby, we on camera. All right.
Okay.
Can we finish it? Seriously? Can we? Now I gotta have lipstick on my.
It's okay. Ain't he cute?
Okay.
You gotta kiss.
We just need to.
This is what he signed up for: kissing me all the time.
All right.
Even with lipstick on.
Okay, but that's not what they want to. We talking about the wedding, life after lifetime. Go with that.
So life after lifetime is amazing. In a sense of, I mean, he's my best friend though.
It's amazing. You barely even know what to say. That it's amazing about.
He's my best friend. I love this man. I'm so happy that he's my husband.
Right.
Look at that face.
So sappy. But anyway, life after lifetime is good because yes, we're married, but you know, we got a lot of dope things going on.
Yeah.
We you know, working with the nonprofit, you know, working with LA Lime. I gotta go check it out. DCI Foundation is on nonprofit. LA Lime is a social networking. We curate different social networking events. I actually just did a big pool party.
So keep a lookout for all of our events so you can come out and personally meet us.
Yeah.
We would love to meet you. Let us know you subscribe to our channel.
You know what? Because people always tell me, like, you look so mean before they get to know me. First of all, I don't know when I ever look mean because I'm always smiling. But, yeah, you know, come out to the events, man. Meet us. Say what's up. Meet us. Say what's up. Get to know us. You know, we working on this YouTube thing, man. This is our second video. Subscribe, like, leave some comments, leave some feedback.
And thank you all for tuning in for another episode. Make sure you check out our wedding. Like, share, and subscribe. Kibwe and Jocelyn Trim, the TRINI-CAJUN couple.
The TRINI-CAJUN couple. Every time I say that word Trini, it just fills me with joy. TRINI-CAJUN couple.
Yeah.
I guess we out of here.
Yep.
We'll see y'all next time.
Have my remote. Holla!
Peace.
It is my honor and privilege to now introduce to you Mrs. and Mr. Jocelyn and Kibwe Trim.
Congratulations. Thank you, man.
Oh my God.